Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup. So if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we are gonna film a get ready with me and I'm gonna use the oldest makeup in my collection. So if you are curious about that, please keep on watching. Good morning, guys. In today's video, we are gonna do a full face of my oldest makeup. I just watched my makeup inventories and some other videos to make sure that these are the oldest ones, and I am still not sure, but we're gonna use some old makeup and we are gonna talk about them because they are good products and some of them are, or at least will be, in my project pan, because usually I do put in my project pan pretty old makeup as well, just to use it up. So let's start with primer. Actually, I'm not gonna show you too well, but this is the primer that I'm gonna use. It is the Essence Hello Good Stuff, and this one, it is in my project pan, so I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna apply just a bit of this. Okay, so I just put a bit on my face and let's blend it in. This is a really good primer from the drugstore. If you have oily skin or normal skin, even oily skin, because this product is not oily, it is a hydrating gel cream and it feels really nice and it is hydrating. I really recommend it, and at some point I could see myself repurchasing that one because it is from the drugstore and it's a really good primer. For foundation, I'm gonna use this one. This is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I have the shade 004 Natural Porcelain, and I bought this one in like January of 2021 or something like that. And with foundations, I am pretty good at throwing away old ones, and I can see with primer as well that I am pretty good at finishing them. They are not very old. This one from Essence, I think I bought last year in June or something like that, so it is pretty new. So I am glad that I am using up primers this fast. And this foundation, I think, will be the next one in my project pan because it is pretty old. So I want to maybe finish it up or at least use it more because it is one of my favorites. It is really good. It has good coverage and it is easy to spread, blendable. You can build it up if you want, and as well, again, it is from the drugstore, so it's not very pricey or something like that. And what I like is that the drugstore is stepping up with the packaging. This is a glass bottle, and as well the Essence primer, it is in a glass bottle, which is really nice. Good quality packaging as well. So that is really nice. And this foundation is a bit too light for me right now because I have some self tanner on my neck. For concealer, I'm gonna use this corrector because this, I think, is the oldest product in this category. This is the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo, and I'm not gonna show you the interior because this is in the project pan. I thought that my oldest product in the concealer category was the concealer from Catrice in the same line with this one, but I realized afterwards that that is not my oldest product because I repurchased it 2 times just to get my shade right. I bought it with the foundation in January of 2021, January of 2022, sorry, but then I purchased 2 other shades because it was too dark, and I really love this corrector as well. It's so easy to blend. As you can see, I'm just using my finger and putting it where I want it. I'm gonna use the sponge just a bit to blend everything together. Let's use some powder. I don't remember really which one is my oldest one, if it is the LYS one or the other one that I have from Nabla, but the Nabla one is at work, so I can't I don't have it right now, so I'm gonna use the LYS one. And I'm gonna use a brush from Nabla. This is perfect for pressed powder, and we will apply a bit of this everywhere because I do have only powder products for the cheeks. It will be a pretty matte look today. So let's talk about bronzer. And again, I'm not perfectly sure if this one is the oldest one or the Benefit Hoola is my oldest one, but I decided on this one. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder, and I decided on this one because I could see on Sephora that I bought the Benefit one in 2020, and I think I bought this one in 2020 as well, but a bit earlier. And I really like this bronzer. I think it will be in my project pan as well because I want to finish it up. It is the shade 01 Natural, and it is a really good shade match if you have very light skin and you think that all your bronzers are just a bit too dark. This one is just really good. Then for blush, I have a pretty old blush in here. I don't even remember when I bought this one, maybe 2018 or something, 2019 maybe. I don't really know because it is old. This is the MAC Mineralize blush in the shade Sweet Enough. I really love this formula. I purchased this year actually another shade because it is a really beautiful powder formula, and I bought a shade that has some shimmers. It's so beautiful. This one is a matte one. It's not breaking me out from what I can see, so I'm still keeping it. It's so beautiful. I don't want to declutter it. And lastly, we have highlighter, and I am pretty sure that this one is my oldest one. It's very old, and this one was in my project pen, but I did remove it for a bit because I used it so many times this year, and I am using it again today. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow, and this is a stunning highlighter. And let's use it today and bring a bit of something to this matte cheeks. I'm gonna drag it a bit on top of the blush as well. I'm gonna apply a bit of setting spray because this face is very matte. I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus. This is for sure my oldest setting spray, but I think I bought this one this year, so it's not that old. I'm gonna let it dry a bit. I will do brows off camera because I only have these products for brows. I don't have something older than that because I am just replacing my brow products. And as well, I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Sigma eyeshadow primer. It is the oldest one in my collection, but I have only two, so I'm gonna just do this off camera and be right back. Okay, so brows are done and eye primer. Let's do lips. I have a bunch of products for lips and we are gonna decide on one because I don't know which one is the oldest one, but for lip pencil for sure I know. Look at this tiny baby. I have in here the lip pencil in the basic formula from NYX and the shade Nude Truffle. So we're gonna use this one. And then I have some lipsticks that for sure are very old. So I have 4 of this formula. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream. And just looking at them, I think that these 3 are the oldest ones. So maybe we are gonna use the pinky nude one. It is in the shade Cans. I think this year I will declutter these 3. I have another one that I just feel like this one is the newest one. But these 3 I think need to be decluttered this year. They are still smelling pretty good. Let me smell the red one. They still smell like vanilla, which is a good sign. And then I have this tiny baby of a MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Runway Heat. I had a lipstick from MAC and that one for sure was the oldest one in my collection. but I finished it last year, which is an amazing accomplishment. I was so proud of myself for finishing a full lipstick in a whole year. Not a full lipstick, an 80% of a lipstick, let's say. But this color is pretty colorful, so I think we will use the pinky one, the Cannes shade. Okay, this one is still very pink. I'm gonna put a bit of the other one on the needle just to tone it down a bit. I have discovered that my oldest palette is this one. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. I bought this one in like November or something like that of 2020. I adore this palette. It's my favorite mini palette from Natasha Denona. It's my most used palette and I just love it. So we are gonna use this one today. But I decided to pick the other two palettes that are older palettes in my collection just to have a range of different shades, and these are the other two palettes that are very old and they are from February of 2021. So I have in here the Club Nebula and the Nabla Cutie palette in Wild Berry. So we are gonna do a green lower lash because I love green and because I have two green pencils. I don't know exactly which one is the oldest one. I suspect that it is this one. This is the Sephora in the shade Waterfall. And this one is from LA Girl. It is the shade Fresh. I really love it. So we are gonna use one of these as well. So let me decide. I think we are gonna use some neutrals on the top part from the Cutie palette. I think I'm gonna start with this one in the crease and then maybe put this one on the outer edge. And then let's use the most beautiful shade on the lid, this one from Natasha Denona. It is the shade Galaxia, so beautiful. So we are gonna use that one on the lid, and then I think I'm gonna use two of these greens on the lower lash and maybe the green in the inner corner or something like that. So let's start, and I'm gonna start with the shade Incense, and I'm gonna take a brush like this one. This is from BH Cosmetics from the Zodiac collection, and I will blend this shade into the crease. And because today I used pressed powder, I will have a bit of problems with the fallout maybe, but we will solve it after. Next I'm taking a Zoeva 234 and the shade Blackberry, the almost black shade from the Cutie palette, and I'm putting it in here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's do a bit of lower lash action. I'm gonna take the shade Queen of Blades from the Club Nebula palette and I will put it in here on the lower lash. And then I'm gonna flip the brush and take the shade Gravity and I will put that one in the inner part of the lower lash. Okay, lower lash is done. Let's blend this crease a bit more and a bit into the darker purpley shade. I think I would have preferred a black, a true black, but we don't have that, so I'm gonna be fine with this dark plummy shade, even though it doesn't work the best with the greens, but who cares. Maybe I could put a bit of this dark green. Let's just try. I'm gonna put a bit of that dark green on top of this purple. Is that better? Actually it did help. This place in here, it is always hard to blend. I have some hoods and they are very annoying, so I am going back and forth with the two, actually the three shades. So I'm putting the plummy purple, then blending it out with the crease, and then putting the army green just on top, and hopefully we will have a decent result. I always have a better look on my right eye. And let's put the shimmer on, and it should be done. Not my perfect blend, but it's okay. So I'm using the shimmery champagne shade. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a topper, but it looks so wet. It has a bunch of shimmers. And let's put a bit of the green shimmer, this one. It is called Firefly, and I will put a bit of that into the inner lower lash right in here. And it will, I almost poke my eye, but I didn't, which is great. Just right in here on top of the other green. So we have kind of two inner corner highlights. I don't love this look, but it's okay. This blend on this side is just annoying. I for sure will use this one. This is, like I said, the shade Waterfall from Sephora. I'm gonna do some mascara, some lashes, because this is the only mascara that I have right now in my collection. It is my oldest one and my newest one, because I have just one. So I'm gonna do that and apply some lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm gonna just remove these ones. Overall, I do like the look. The base is really nice, except my under eyes, and this foundation is just a bit too light right now. The under eyes are for sure not my favorite. I like loose powder for a reason, at least on the under eyes. For the rest of the face, it looks nice, but for my under eyes, I don't like it, because I like to bake and then remove the excess powder with the fallout and everything. Right now it looks very powdery, cakey. I have some fallout. I don't love it. They are for sure really good products, so that's the reason they are still in my collection, even though they are a bit older, maybe a bit too old for some of them, but I am still keeping them because I enjoy them and they are still keeping up. So if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.